afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School as we're getting ready for boys basketball action on this Tuesday night. Hi, everybody. I am Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good day and welcoming you to the HIX-TV YouTube page as we are going to be live streaming 3 games for you on this Tuesday. The Bryan Golden Bears have made the trip here to Hicksville, and they are going to be matching up with the Aces. First up is going to be the Freshmen. Freshman boys will play, and if you are tuning in and joining us and wondering why we're not starting, we originally thought that this game was going to tip off at 4:30, but that was not the case. So 4:45 start now, about 3 minutes from right now. So a little bit later, but we are going to have this game for you, and then afterwards the junior varsity and the varsity matchup. Glad to have you with us, and glad to have joining us, getting ready for another basketball season on the other end of the table, Jim Seiler. And Jim, again, welcome back. This is going to be an interesting and unusual basketball season. We get to live stream our coverage for the first time ever, and we don't know day to day, week to week, whether the scheduled games are going to be played or not.
That's for sure. You just don't know what's happening. 1 minute one team is ready to play, and the next day they're not ready to play. So we have the starting lineups here. I might as well run through these. For Bryan, they start number 1, Aiden Schellenberger, a 5'10" freshman. But these are all freshmen. Number 4 is Dylan New, he's 5'9". Number 11 is Noah Hoord, he's 5'7". Number 23 is Maddox Langendorfer, he's 5'10". And number 25 is Carter Brown, and he is also 5'10". For Hicksville, they have Dakota West, number 10, he's 5'8". Number 11 is Braden Slattery, 5'11". Number 23, Chris Smith at 6 foot. Number 24, David Taylor at 6 foot. And number 32 at 5'8" is Aiden Pollock. So that is the starting, or those are the starting lineups.
All right. So again, first chance to get a look, and it's kind of interesting. We'll sort of keep an eye on it. You'll see some of these freshmen that will only have limited playing time because they'll be utilized in the junior varsity squad. And again, I know Hicksville doesn't have any freshmen on their varsity roster, and quick glance, I don't see any listed on the Golden Bears varsity roster either.
Carter Brown, he's the last one I had wrote down there. He's regular on the JVs. So.
Yeah, so like I said, so we'll see some movement between the squads and between the games, and some of the players you'll probably get to see in a couple of contests here this evening. Again, we'll have the freshman game first up, and then that'll be followed by the junior varsity game. That should get underway about 6 o'clock this evening, and then we'll cap off the night with the varsity action. And again, all 3 of our games and all the live streams being brought to you by the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much. 6 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to jump center circle. And with the play-by-play, here's Jim Seiler.
We'll get this started real quickly after taking a hiatus to Florida last spring.
That's true.
They have the ball under control. Dakota West brings it around to Chris Smith. Down in the corner. Braden Slattery back out to Smith. Corner to Slattery. Slattery guarding the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds by number 4, Dylan New, for the Golden Bears.
It's going to be interesting, too, as we move through the season, Jim, because, again, if we have these intermittent off and on games get canceled, games get rescheduled, it might be a kind of a challenge for some of these teams to develop any kind of real consistency, you know?
Oh, yeah, that'll be a real problem for a lot of them, because, and their practices are going to be messed up also. Because they're not going to be able to practice a lot of times if they're under the COVID problem. Oh, bad pass in the back court. Oh, he lets him get to it.
He gets a foul. You could see him thinking, do I want to get the ball and get the over and back, or...
Yeah, and the Bryan kid should have gone and got the ball.
Yeah, because if it's knocked out of your hands, then you don't have to worry about the over, right?
Off the board, number 24, David Smith, or David Taylor. 2 points for the Aces. Bryan with the ball. Ooh, 25, that's Brown, right?
No, that's Carter Brown.
Carter Brown.
Carter. Yeah, Carter.
It's Carter Brown. I just write them backwards. And you'll find out there are 2 Carter Browns.
Oh, okay.
One with a K and one with a C. And C is on the floor now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Carter Brown with a K is on the JV squad. Should make mention, too, that in addition to Jim Seiler and myself, Chris Warner is here with us tonight. He's operating the iPad Pro camera, doing the live streaming. I want to thank him for giving up his Tuesday night.
Pass down.
Nice.
Go up with it. You got it. Nice play.
He's going to the line.
Smith off the glass. Foul on number 4 and new. And Smith sinks the free throw. 5-0. 5-2. Deflected out of bounds.
Dribbled it off his foot there. It bounced off of West's foot.
Brown to inbound it. Gets it in. Cooley with the ball. Pass outside. Shot put up by New. And a rebound pulled down by Smith for Hicksville. Inside. I made a mistake. Pollock was the one who got that 2-point play just now. Pollock with the ball.
Put him on the other end. Stop him.
Moving the ball. Pollock inside. He's a force. Slattery. Good. Ball knocked away. Bryan with the break. Good. With the 2.
Little guy's got some speed. One of the shorter ones out there, but
Have a timeout. 32nd by the Aces.
first time out, and the Aces leading 5-4 with 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in our first quarter. Get that score in because we don't want to start getting little things popping up in the chat room saying, what's the score? What's the score? It's 5-4. The Aces leading the Bears. A quick 30-second timeout. It's the first one called by the Aces here tonight.
Who was it Bryan got, or Bryan scored the first 2 points?
I'm not sure. I didn't jot it down.
We'll have to get it at halftime, I imagine. Slattery. Get inbound. Bryan too. Gets it in. Pollock. Slattery.
Slipped out of West's hands and out of bounds. We go back to the Golden Bears.
Howard. Pass down in the corner. Drive to the hoop. Langenderfer.
Makes it a 6-5 game as the Golden Bears take the lead.
Even these freshmen use this all-guard offense. If you look on the roster, it don't matter what size you are, you are not a center.
Guards and forwards.
Pass inside. Carter Brown comes down. He's pulled stopped by West. Top in the corner, and we're going to foul. 11.
11.
11.
Yeah. Noah picks up the personal foul. It's team foul number 3 now on Bryan. The Aces have yet to commit any infraction.
Nathan Yoder in the game for Hicksville, and Pollock sits down. Number 2, Dylan Koenig is in for the Golden Bears. Number 11, Hoard came out. Driving to the lane. Rebound by New. Down the floor. To the hoop. Number 23 lays it in. And again, it's Landers.
That's a couple more for him. And the Bears increase their lead 8-5 now. Minute 48 to go in our opening quarter.
Tried to split the defense. Langendorfer passed down low and shot put up and missed. Carter Brown with the ball. Back over to Langendorfer from outside and wins the 3. 7 points for Langendorfer. 11-5 Golden Bears.
Looks like Walter getting ready to check in for the Aces, and Oberlin on deck for the Bears. Skyler's in trouble.
Oh, man. Langendorfer with the steal. Down floor. Hits New with it. And he gets an easy 2.
Second timeout utilized by the Aces, and still in the first quarter of play. It's a full 1-minute timeout. Bears now lead Hicksville by 8, 13-5. Again, Bryan has committed 3 team fouls so far here in this first quarter, none for the Aces. So they're in good shape in that regard. But finding themselves down by 3, off to a good start as they were trading baskets back and forth, and it was a 1-point game going back and forth between the two teams. But the Bears have gotten hot and gone on a bit of a run here towards the end of the first quarter.
A little bit of a non-defense. Got to get back and cover people.
Early in the season, so
yes,
a lot of the fundamentals getting reinforced here in the first few games for all the squads playing.
Yeah, gives the coach something to do in next practice.
Yep. And the Aces have had games before this, but this is the home opener. This is just one of those years where in the month of December there's just not a lot of home games scheduled for Hicksville this year. I think we're going to pick up the pace when we get to 2021.
Oh yeah, it gets tough in January, February. Lots of games, quick.
GMC schedule.
Cameron Walter gets fouled, going to the hoop. Number 25 gets the foul, that's Brown. Cameron Walter for 2 at the line.
Makes it 13-6. Team to 7 now. Aces close within 5. Within 6.
In the corner goes to Brown. Shot from 3 is no good. Ball knocked away by Schellenbarger. The Aces ball.
Under 30 seconds to go here in our opening quarter.
after 6 minutes of play, it's Bryan Golden Bears 15 and the Hicksville Aces 7.
We'll take a little time here between quarters. We need to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Once again, for the 2020-2021 school year, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships has lent us their underwriting support and helping us to provide coverage for all Aces sports for the entirety of the school year. They were with us for the football season and for volleyball, and they're with us now for the basketball season as well, as we're going to have coverage of both freshmen, as we are doing right now, junior varsity, boys and girls, and we're also going to try to work in some junior high boys and girls coverage for you as well. They're the ones that make it possible, so we want to thank them so very much, and we hope that you will do the same. Remember, anytime you see Aces basketball action on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. As you can probably tell, too, the social distancing requirements are still in force. Not a big crowd here tonight. They're only allowed 2 people per player to be in the stands. So that's why we were very glad to be able to be here with you, bringing you the live stream.
So Bryan with the ball. Carter Brown on the wing, brings it back up to Koenig. Over to Brown. Down low, inside, ball is loose on the floor, picked up, gets it into the middle. Brown drives the lane. He gets fouled on the floor. Brown to Koenig. Around the man in defense is Sam Harrell. That was easy too.
Found an easy cut in right into the paint, just put it up and in.
Walters trying to work on Brown. Back inside, kicked out of bounds by the Golden Bears.
17-7, Bears with the 10-point lead with 5:16 to go in our first half. Aces looking to get the ball inbounds.
Koenig West with the ball. Inside, we're going to have a foul. 32 Oberlin. Nope, we're going to shoot him.
Team foul number 5, but they're going to say a shooting foul.
That's the NBA continuation rule.
That's good. 17-8.
West gets it. That's another one.
And Smith and Pollock back into the game for the Aces. One more for West.
Rolls off. Picks it up. Taylor with it. New pass down low to Brown. Brings it out. Koenig and Koenig foul on the reach.
That's going to be the second team foul on the Aces.
Dakota West. Harold inbound. Brown with it. Harold down baseline. Puts up the runner.
It's at 19-8 Bears.
Maybe you can do that when you're a sophomore or junior. Tough when you're a freshman.
And no real doubt about that foul.
Yeah.
as West was all over the back of him. Team foul number 3, and it's going to be 2 shots for Koenig.
That's an automatic saddle when you make a mistake. Koenig shot is no good. It's the second.
Score remains 19-8.
Schellenbarger in the game. Oberlin for the Bears. Second shot is no good. Rebound pulled off by Taylor. Inbound again. One baseline. Bad pass and goes out of bounds.
3:59. Still 11-point lead for the Bears. 19-8 over the Aces.
Harold drives around his man, lays it up too hard, and Slattery comes off the rebound. Bryan makes a bad pass and it goes out. Bryan ball will now become Hicksville's.
A little too much on that down-court pass. Team foul number 6. Aces 1 away from going into the bonus now.
3:19 remaining in the first half. Slattery to inbound it. To the left. We call it a play now. This is play 41. Inside, nice cut, but couldn't handle the pass. And the ball is knocked away, and West comes up with it. Gives it to Smith. Schellenbarger puts stuff off the glass. He did.
Chris Smith makes it 19-10 now. Back to the single-digit lead.
Pass, bad pass. Goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it.
Across the timeline.
Goes Harold again. And he gets the bucket. 24 with the personal is Taylor.
Harold makes it a 21-10 game, and he's going to the line to see if he can complete the 3-point play.
Dandy does.
22-10 now. Bears up by a dozen.
7 points by Harold. He had none coming into this quarter. Taken down by New. Gets it up. Harold with the ball. Gets it over the other side. Koenig's shot is short. Rebound inside. It was blocked by Taylor with the block.
90 seconds to go in the half.
Bear and it didn't
out of the way until 45 seconds.
We're lining up for a 1-4 offense, and the shot is off the rim. He gets his own rebound, and he is fouled. Harold again got fouled after he pulled down the rebound.
We'll go to the line with 38.6 seconds left in the half. Bears leading 22-10.
This is the first one. And the second one is missed also. Knocked away and picked up by Smith. Gives it up to West. Across the 10-second line, ball slapped away from him, and he gets it back. Controls it. In the lane, runner up way too hard. New the length of the floor. Schellenbarger with the rebound.
Try to get that shot off, but should do it.
And it does. And at the end of the first half of play of this freshman game, Golden Bears from Bryan. Bryan's leading 24-10. We'll be back with you.
Yes, indeed. And we do want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us here on our HIX-TV YouTube channel for this live stream of the freshman game. Again, this is going to be the first of 3 live streams that we're going to have for you here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel on this Tuesday. After we wrap up the freshman game, we will be back with you. We'll take a bit of a break. We'll be back with our second live stream, which will be the junior varsity matchup. And then we'll take another break. And then we'll rejoin you with our third and final live stream on this Tuesday, which will be the varsity game between the Golden Bears and the Hicksville Aces. Bill Murphy, glad to have you here with us, along with Jim Seiler and Chris Warner running the iPad Pro camera. We're just going to keep it here for this halftime, unless, of course, they start playing licensed music that could get us into trouble. We'll have to end the live stream here quickly and then resume just before the start of the second half. But while we can, we'll keep it here. We do want to let you know that on our schedule later this week, the games that are scheduled for Saturday, which is another triple header, and it's more boys basketball. The Aces will be hosting Stryker on Saturday. The freshman game at 4:30, and then again the JV at approximately 6, and the varsity at approximately 7:40. Those games, I just checked with Mr. Hott, the co-athletic director, before the start of our live stream right now. And as far as he knows, at this point, those 3 games are still going to be going on as scheduled. So we are planning on being here Saturday with more basketball live stream coverage for you here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel for boys basketball action against Stryker. However, on Monday of next week, December 14th, there was girls games scheduled with Stryker here at Hicksville, both junior varsity and varsity. However, those games have been canceled, and as Mr. Hott said, they are in the process of trying to find another team that they can bring into a play so they can have some games on Monday the 14th, but he was not sure whether they were going to be able to do that. So at this point, we will not have girls basketball on Monday the 14th of December. If they are able to come up with another school to come in and play those games, we will find out, and of course we will let you know just as soon as we possibly can. The other thing that I just found out today too, the middle school and high school band Christmas concert, the middle school band and the high school band's Christmas concert that was scheduled for 7:30 this coming Friday has also been canceled, and the 5th and 6th grade band concert next week for Christmas has been canceled as well. And Mr. Kohlmeyer, the band teacher here at Hicksville, is working on trying to come up with maybe some sort of an alternative for that. But as of yet, nothing has come into focus, so we will just sort of wait and see. But just so, again, we want everybody to know that the junior high and high school band concert on Friday has been taken off the schedule. And next week, the 5th and 6th grade band concert has been taken off the schedule as well. And at this point, the girls' junior varsity and varsity basketball games against Stryker on Monday the 14th have been taken off the schedule. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that the quarantining that needs to be done by the girls' team, which is preventing them from playing here on Monday the 14th, won't carry over to the boys' team and affect the games on Saturday. So fingers crossed for that. And aside from that, I guess the other big sports news is Michigan-Ohio State getting canceled, which, boy, when's the last time they canceled the Michigan-Ohio State game?
Never.
I don't think they've ever done it for like a century or however long they've been playing. So,
And you know, the Ohio State people didn't want it to happen.
no, that's a big blow for them, is that could really have a serious effect on their hopes for postseason BCS play. So.
Yeah, it's really not a good situation because it could cause favoritism.
Yeah.
Because the Big Ten athletic directors can vote to make them the champions of the East Division.
Yep.
And if they do that, that isn't exactly the way it's supposed to be done.
No, and like I said, I was watching, I think it was a week or two ago, where it was just on one of the sports shows where it was just pure. They were at that time it was purely speculative.
Right.
But they were saying that if something like that were to happen, between that and all of the problems that have been having, and just not that great of a year for the Pac-12. They were saying that it could very well turn out that the final four teams would all be like SEC Big 12 type. You'd have
Yeah.
Clemson, Alabama,
Right.
and Auburn, and it would just you could almost just just get rid of all the other conferences this
I
year.
think it puts Ohio State in jeopardy because Texas Tech is tough.
Yeah, and like I said, and it makes on a whole, it makes college football get a little antsy too, because the last thing they want is that the BCS becomes essentially the same four teams year after year after year after year,
Right.
and it's starting to gravitate towards that a little bit these last couple of years. So they really need to be able to get somebody like Notre Dame or Stanford. They need to get somebody in.
Well, they got Notre Dame.
Well, yeah, but because Notre Dame is in the SEC.
They're done with their season.
Yeah.
Too.
So, they joined the conference for this 1 year only.
Yeah. That may change too.
Indeed.
They might like playing.
That's true in a conference like that. So, just been a screwy year for sports. And again, I guess the main thing is for Hicksville Community Television. As it stands right now, I think that all of the wrestling that was scheduled to take place in the month of December has been canceled. And again, when it comes to our basketball broadcasts, again, it could be, don't get mad at us if the schedule changes at the last minute. We'll do our best to keep you informed. And again, a reminder that every Wednesday at about 3:30 or whatever, we do a live stream on our Facebook page that just sort of updates everybody on what is happening. And upcoming live streams and other things are going to be covered. So you can tune into those live streams here, and then also on the YouTube channel where we're watching right now. We have those for you every Wednesday, our updates. So about 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go before the third half gets underway. Jim, how are we looking for unofficial first half scoring?
Okay, we'll slide it right here for you. For the Golden Bears with their 24 points, they have 2 from Schellenberger. They have 2 from Dylan New. They have Sam Harold leading them with 7. Hoard has 2. Oh, I'm sorry. Langendorfer's leading them. He's got 9. And down at the bottom is Carter Brown. So they have 24. For Hicksville, they have Dakota West has a single point. Camden Walters has a pair of free throws. Chris Smith has 1 basket. David Taylor has 1 basket. And Aiden Pollock leads the Aces with 3. So that gives them their total of 10. So it's a matter of putting the ball in the hole. Really hasn't been a lot of bad passing and that sort of thing that usually happens real early.
Well, it's just that, you've got on the Bryan side, you've got maybe a little bit of a height advantage sometimes and a little bit of a size advantage sometimes.
I think their biggest thing is quickness.
Yeah. They're saying that they really they like to be able to do the run and gun, and they haven't always been able to make the passes, but I mean they've been trying to toss the ball down the court, to have those breakaways, and so yeah. They have been.
Well, they'll run it on you. They've proven that.
Yep. And again, as we saw, they racked up 6-7 fouls in the first half. The Aces only had about 3. And you're going to get that number of fouls means that you're going after the ball.
Right.
You're getting the reach-ins. You're
right.
getting you're trying to block the ball. You're getting the wrist. You're hitting on the back. And
you're aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. The Aces aren't showing real aggression after the loose ball. I think the only time I saw somebody going after a loose ball was that one that was going to go out of bounds over there, and West chased it down and then got fouled going to the basket.
So we'll put 6 minutes on the clock, and we'll get ready to get the third quarter underway with the Aces having the ball first.
So Slattery's going to inbound it to West. Oh, turn around. That was a bad pass. Oh, that was double dribble. Ball drove to the lane. Carter Brown them outside. That's the 2. 4 points for Brown. West up the sideline, behind his back, and loses the ball. Hoard down low, puts it up, it's short. Rebound come off Smith. Smith's up the floor, and we're going to have a violation.
Nope, Coach John Deal saw him starting to juggle that ball and called a quick timeout.
Good call.
Before he could get the whistle for carrying the ball or the double dribble, as the case may be. And so that'll be the third timeout taken by the Aces, a full 1 minute timeout. They'll have 2 remaining for the balance of the game. Golden Bears have yet to take a timeout, Jim.
Yep.
So
I think they do a lot of coaching right there.
Yeah.
He's got their undivided attention. They got a pair of brothers that are assistant coaches down here. The Species.
So 16-point lead now for Bryan, 26-10. So get ready to get back into action here. It'll be Aces ball, side court.
Oh, Slattery's going to inbound it. Gets it in. Taylor has it knocked away, and it'll be Aces ball under their hoop. Slattery gets it in Taylor. Taylor. Ball goes around to Smith. Smith into the lane. Ball knocked away from him. And it's off Pollock, out of bounds. Up off the glass. Too hard. We're going to have a rebound foul. Number 1, Schellenberger with the foul.
It's team foul number 1 for the Golden Bears.
Slattery into the lane. Put up a runner. It's no good. Knocked away.
23 with a reach in. Into the game, Walter and Yoder once again for the Aces. It's team foul number 2 on the Bears, by the way.
West. Bounce pass inside. Picked up by Slattery. Gets it out to Pollock. Pollock for 3. It's no good. Pollock gets his own rebound. Slattery for 3. Too long. Schellenberger picks up another foul.
Team foul number 3.
32. Oberlin coming in.
Schellenberger will come out. Still 26-10. The Bears in the lead by 16. Aces looking to cut into that.
West on Hood. Travel. Bounce pass inside. Oberlin is shouted up off the glass and knocked out of bounds on the rebound. Hood will inbound it. Bringing it around. Word from the corner is too long. Chased down by Taylor. West with it. Across the 10-second line. Turns, coming back. Pass in the corner. Bringing it back. Walter picks it up. Gives it to Taylor. And it's knocked away from him. Slattery gets it in. Yoder. Yoder, Taylor. Taylor has it knocked away, and then he gets it back. Pass over to Yoder, and it goes off his hands out of bounds. He had a layup. Got that 41 again. And that's what it is. He drove through the center with it. Hurd from the corner. Rebound 23 goes to Langenderfer. 11 points for Langenderfer. And number 5, Harold, gets another 2 points. 9 for him. Steal by Hurd. Off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Langenderfer again. Slattery with the ball. Over to West. West being guarded by Hurd. Yoder the ball. Bring it across. Slattery with it. Into the lane. Runner is up. It's no good. The rebound comes off number 4, Dylan New. Foul underneath.
32-10 now. The Bears leading the Aces. 2 minutes and 1 second to go in our third quarter.
West picked up the personal.
Team foul number 4 for the Bears, or actually the first personal for the Aces.
Slattery sitting down.
Oh,
Nice pass. Nice layup.
Earl slams it home and will get to shoot the free throw. 34-10 now.
Harold's got 11. And a chance for another one. Free throw is good. 12 points for Sam Harold.
It's a 25-point lead now for the Bears, 35-10. The Aces have not been able to put one into the bucket in this entire third quarter.
Yoder from the corner, it's no good. Horde chased the ball down and was out of bounds. It'll be Hicksville ball in the corner. Worst place in the world to inbound the ball from. Yoder has the ball knocked away. Nice drive, nice.
In and out, no good.
Yep, was down in the net. Horde from 17, no good. We're gonna have
Hit the deck over on the far side, yeah. Step up, you're not allowed to substitute once the play starts,
but it's a freshman game.
They'll stop it and just go back and inbounds the ball the second time.
Smith for the Aces, and he is fouled, come across the line.
Maybe another one on Langendorfer.
He didn't think I did. He made a mistake there.
Number 10, Mossberg into the game. And stepping out will be Oberlin.
Pass down low to Yoder. Yoder, pivot, turns again. Get the ball to Smith. Just outside. Smith into the lane. Too hard. Horde down to Harold. Heward in the lane. A runner for good.
37-10 now.
Noah Hurd has 4 points. Smith gives it up to Walters. Walters cross court. Smith back to Yoder. Yoder looking. Ball stolen on the pass. To the floor. Puts it up. At the horn is Sam Harold with another 2 points. After 3 quarters of play, it's Golden Bears 39 and Aces 10.
Well, we'll take a little time here between quarters once again to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage and our live stream coverage possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that is brand spanking new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, you can go online to jimschmidtauto.com and check out the entire dealer inventory online from the safety of your home. See something you like, give them a call, and they'll make arrangements for you to be able to come by and safely check out the car yourself at either a dealership, Jim Schmidt Ford or Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick. We want to thank them so much for their continued support of our basketball broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. Underwriting our coverage, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Oh, we get ready to roll in the final period here. Bryan will inbound the ball. Carter Brown.
Comfortable 29-point lead.
Stewart into the lane, kicks it out to Koenig. Koenig off the rim. Yoder and number 42, Devin Ignore.
We haven't had a lot of those called here in this game.
No.
That just occurred to me.
That was the very first one of the game.
What's the first one? Warner saying that was the first jump ball of the whole game.
He's our stat man. He's got that figured out. Yes. West to Smith with the ball down in the lane. Gets it out to Yoder. Yoder for three. Up over the top. It's out of bounds.
It was Pollock, Jim.
No.
Pollock's 32. And Yoder, they're both out there. 32
Yeah,
and
they're
30.
both out there. Number 33 in the game, Colby Smith for Bryan. Koenig in the lane.
Nothing there. Needs to get rid of it. And
Got
it's going to be
fouled.
reach around.
23 with the personal. Smith.
Yeah. That's only team foul number 2 on the Aces.
Again, that's non-aggression.
Yeah. That should be team foul number 3. Sorry, Chris. Caught me again. See, keeps me honest.
Yeah.
Bang off the iron and no good. Slattery with the board.
Across the 10-second line, working on Koenig. Koenig's working on him. West from 3, no good. The rebound comes off to Ignore. Stewart down the lane again. Another runner, getting 6 points.
Noah Hoover's got a nice touch when he does a little soft runner.
Those are usually really difficult too, because you're moving and the ball's moving, and now Slattery from the corner.
I think they gave the points to the wrong team because it's got the Bears 39, Aces 12, and I think it should be 41 to 10.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right. Number 3 into the game for Bryan. That's, I would say it's Xavier Unger.
That's what I would say too, Xavier Unger.
There you go. Koenig tries to go inside, comes back up. Oh, we're gonna have a blocking foul on Taylor. We got cheerleaders.
14 fouls now on the Aces, and they got the scoreboard corrected. It's 41 to 10. I wondered how long it would take somebody to notice. Jimmy's right. The cheerleading squad entering the gymnasium for the JV varsity matchup. So we got the upper deck going to be here for the varsity game. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, bad pass. Man makes a cut, and Colby Smith makes the bad pass.
Under the OHSAA rules, they are allowing cheerleaders at the games, and they are allowing pep bands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are limiting, the spectators are limited to 2 per player.
Yeah. Smith handled the ball, gets the jumper from 15.
That'll make it 41 to 12.
There you go.
3:32 left in the contest.
Aces got a inbound play coming up from under their hoop. Bryan must have stepped over the line. There you go, Taylor, the good shot.
After friendly roll,
Yes, he did.
another whistle.
And a timeout by Bryan.
That's the first one that they take of the game. Comes at 3:28 in the fourth quarter. Bears want to talk some things over. It's 41-14 with the Golden Bears leading the Aces here in this freshman basketball game. Again, we want to let everybody know when this game wraps up. Jim and I will do a quick post game, and then we will be ending this live stream. And we'll give you, as best we can, kind of an approximate time check, but we will take a little bit of a break, and then we will be back with a second live stream that'll get started just a few minutes before the tip-off of the junior varsity game. And that, again, will be right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And, of course, if you're watching this later on tape delay on Mediacom Channel 12, you'll just understand that when we refer to the live stream, that's because it's being recorded while we're broadcasting it. I shouldn't say broadcasting it, we're streaming it. So there's a difference between broadcasting and streaming. Be careful.
Yeah.
Not the stream.
Can't play music either.
Only certain music.
So the Golden Bears with the ball inbound. Carter Brown from outside, no good. West with the board. Koenig working him over. Cross court to Smith. Smith over to Slattery. Slattery West. There's an inside. Got it. 5 points for Pollock. Oh, we have an over and back.
41-16, and the Aces get the ball back with 2:51 to go in quarter number 4.
Get a couple buckets. 4 points makes it respectable.
Yeah.
West with the ball inside the Slattery, and we're going to have a foul. Koenig's going to pick this one up.
Slattery might have traveled, but evidently he got some help.
Yeah.
Which is why he bounced along.
I think he got pushed a little. Nice pass. Give it back. Give it back. There you go.
Too hard.
West with the rebound. Inside it goes. Oh, darn.
Tried to muscle his way underneath the bucket again and just missed.
Gonna shoot two.
So far, he hasn't done too bad from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Pollock at the line.
Get a couple of them to fall here. Oh. Got it.
41-17 now.
6 points for Pollock. Ball being out of bounds off Slattery.
Don't want to worry you, Chris, but there's a couple of cops in the door looking your way.
Oh my golly.
What did I do this time?
I thought they were looking at me because I didn't have my mask on. Slattery with the rebound.
I just looked over and saw it.
You get the broadcaster's exemption.
Oh, how about that? Smith's shot is short. We're going to be out of bounds, so it's Hicksville ball in the corner again.
2-11. Again, Bears on top, 41-17.
Inbounds for West. West bounce pass in Pollock. Turn inside. Step in him. He had him beat. He just make that one step down inside of him. West out to Smith. Smith to Slattery. Slattery to the hoop. No good, Pollock. There you go. And he got fouled. Here comes our 4 points.
41-19. Pollock at the line. Try to complete the three-point play. Back into the game. Walter for the Aces. Hicksville West. And Mossberg is coming out for the Bears, and under back in for him.
Got it. Way to go.
Hey, gets the friendly ball.
Yes.
You can have a seat.
So we got the 20 points.
41-20 with a minute 47 to go in this freshman game.
See, that 4 points makes a lot of difference when you look at the scoreboard. Okay, Koenig bringing the ball up for the Bears. Unger over to Koenig. Out to Brown. Bringing it across. Smith. Knocked away. Smith with it. There's to Koenig.
Bears are going to let the air out here and lead that clock down. Make the Aces come out and get them. Hicksville in the bonus. 18 fouls having been committed.
Oh, we got Smith got the foul.
Smith will pick up team foul number 6 for the Aces. .108 to go. It's a 21-point lead for the Golden Bears. 41-20.
Koenig,
Is it out of bounds?
he must have got some help.
Stay with Bryan.
Yep.
A minute exactly on the clock.
Brown with it to Smith. Smith holding it. Gives it to Koenig. Bringing it up on top. Burn the clock. Brown with it to Smith. Smith was getting ready to fire one up. Double dribble.
I thought he was going to slap it out of bounds.
Yeah. Smith. Taylor gets a 3.
41-23. Unger gets the ball into Koenig. Unger in the corner. Xavier Unger. I'm going to try to how you spell Xavier. And that's the game. Final score, it's the Golden Bears defeating the Hicksville Aces in this freshman basketball game, 41-20. The final score. Man, they're not wasting any time clearing the scoreboard.
That should have been 41-23.
41-23, you
Yeah.
are correct. So 41-23 the final. The Golden Bears take the freshman game. And the teams will head into the locker rooms and we'll get ready to bring out the junior varsity squads to start warming up here on the floor. They're putting 15 minutes on the clock, and once we wrap up, we'll give you a kind of a time check as to when we'll be back on, because we will be ending this live stream and taking a little bit of a break between the games. And I'm just talking here right now while Jim Seiler is feverishly computing the unofficial scoring for the freshman basketball game. Again, the junior varsity will be up next, and we'll have the varsity game for you coming up later tonight here on Hicksville Community Television.
Oh, yes. 27.
Good to see Jack Schock here, the Hicksville Athletic Boosters.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right, let's run it down.
You killed enough time. Starting with the Golden Bears, they're scoring with number 1, Schellenberger. He had a basket for 2. Dylan Koenig, he was 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Ended up with nothing score-wise. Played pretty well on the offense. 1 bucket goes to Dylan New. 14 points to Sam Harold. And remember, he didn't have a point in the first quarter, and he didn't have a point in the last quarter. So he was pretty prolific. Yes. Heward had 3 buckets for 6 points. Maddox Langendorfer, again, another good scoring person. He had a total of 13, and Carter had 4. Carter Brown had 4 for the Golden Bears for their total of 41. For Hicksville, Dakota West had a free throw. Camden Walder, 2 free throws. Chris Smith had 2 baskets for 4. Dave Taylor had 2 baskets and a 3-pointer for 7. And Aiden Pollock led all the Aces in scoring with 3 baskets, 3 free throws for a total of 9 for the Aces, total of 23 points. So the score in the end was 41-23, Golden Bears over the Aces.
All right, so with that, we're going to wrap up our first live stream, and we will be back with you with our second live stream for the junior varsity game coming up in about 10 minutes or so from right now. They've got about 12 and a half minutes on the clock. So we'll be back with you in about 10 minutes with game 2 of our live stream triple header here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. And until then, for Jim Seiler, calling the play-by-play, Chris Warner running the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good afternoon and good sports.